Cars 108, 80s, 90s, and now. Online at WCRZ.com. You can listen on the app, Cars 108 mobile app, good for an iPhone or Droid. Super duper new iPhone or old one, it'll all work. Hey, I'm Pat. There's AJ over there.
It's 8:28. It's going to be mostly cloudy with about a 40% chance of showers today. Highs near 70.
Okay, so it's been another week where we are, as a nation mourning a deadly mass shooting. We all know that the Las Vegas tragedy has been forefront of everyone's minds, not only, ours, but yours, but the world's. And so that's why this morning we're very lucky to be able to have Alyson Pfeiffer in studio. Now, Alyson is a Burton resident, and she was actually present at the Route 91 Country Music Festival in Las Vegas, where, of course, is where the tragedy happened. So, Alyson, first off, thank you for coming up early this morning and talking to us in studio, okay?
No problem.
Okay. And two, we are beyond happy that you are here unscathed physically, of course. You just got back from Las Vegas when?
I got back late Wednesday night.
All right, late Wednesday. So what now? Tell me about your vacation out there. Is this first time? You've been there a whole bunch of times. Why were you going out? Tell us that.
It was my first time going out, and I've just been traveling for the last 9 months. So I just took a spontaneous trip to Vegas, I guess.
Are you a country music fan?
Yeah.
We used to work in country radio, so.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, that's why, we have...
Jason Aldean, one of the biggest names in country music, definitely.
I was going to say, we had friends that were in attendance there because there were a lot of industry radio people there as well in the country music world. So you decided, which, by the way, I think is great. How do you mind me asking, how old are you?
I'm 20.
All right, 20. So, talk about a great time in your life to, like you said, explore.
Travel when you can.
So you decided to go out to Las Vegas.
Were you alone, with friends?
I was with 3 other friends.
Okay.
Yeah.
Were you guys going to go to the festival, or was it when you got there, you saw it was going on, and you're like, oh, we should go to that too?
Yeah, when we got there, we saw it was going on, and then we looked it up, but we didn't, because we didn't know really what it was. We looked it up, and then we seen, oh my gosh, it's a country music festival, so we wanted to go really bad.
Yeah.
And then we ended up trying to buy tickets, and they were sold out. So we stood on the outside of the concert when everything happened.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay. So, so this is, I don't even know how to approach it, because, you're watching a show. At what point in time, because we've seen 9 million videos. We've seen 1 million Instagram videos and Twitter videos and all types of videos. Just walk us through how long do you think it took for at least you to figure out something was going on?
Well, once we first started hearing the gunfire, it was shortly after that, because I looked over at my friend and I said, oh, wow, that kind of sounds like a helicopter. But it was weird because it would go and then it stopped right away. And she goes, that didn't sound like a helicopter. It sounded like a semi-automatic.
Yeah.
And I looked at her and I said, no. And that's when it went off again. And then that's when everyone started running and screaming. And we realized, no, it's definitely something bad.
Yeah, because, even Jason Aldean on stage.
Oh, you could tell he didn't know what it was. I think, didn't he say he thought it was pyrotechnics?
Yeah,
part of the show or something. It was Vegas. There's stuff going on every minute of every day.
There's fireworks blowing off at random times. So now, so that happens. And, listen, we all talk about these situations. Heck, my son's in 5th grade, and he comes home and he's like, hey, Dad, we had a lockdown drill today. I learned what to do in this. But a drill is one thing as opposed to being confronted with it. I guess just what do you do? Do you run? Do you stop? Do you sit? You were there in that moment in time. We all imagine what we would do. What was your mind thinking?
I didn't really have time to think. Once it started going off again, it was just, I grabbed my friends that I was with and I was like, we're leaving. We just started running. It wasn't even people had their phones out recording and I was like,
Yeah.
Don't have time for that.
No, we ran so far. We got I want to say 2 or 3 blocks all the way down to the Hard Rock Cafe. We ran for a while.
And I was about to say, for anyone who actually knows the Las Vegas Strip, that's a little bit of a hike to get from where you guys were all the way over to the Hard Rock.
Now, it was probably a good thing for you and your friends that you didn't get tickets, that you were outside, because it sounds like the stampede, quote unquote, happened inside the venue, but I imagine the crowd running out near you guys was just insane.
Well, at first it wasn't too bad. I mean, like when we started running, because everyone was still inside.
Inside, yeah.
So on the outside, yeah, people were running, but most people were on the inside, like around that area. And from what I could see, you know, all the fences and stuff were up, and videos I've seen, people were climbing over the fences. They were so panicked. It was like they were barricaded in or something.
Yeah.
And I mean, everyone, it was packed shoulder to shoulder in there. So I can only imagine.
When you got to the Hard Rock Cafe and you posted this on your Facebook, that you were actually, and you took a couple of pictures of the crowd. You were with a family. You saw a family from Denmark there that were there with their 2 kids.
Yeah, it was 2 different families with 2 different kids, 2 boys and 2 girls. Yeah, and they were...
You can see in your pictures that those kids are absolutely terrified. I mean, not even, I think terrified isn't even the word.
Well, they're
shocked.
Yeah, I mean, they were eating dinner at the, like, bottom of the Hard Rock Cafe, and then everyone got moved upstairs in a panic out of nowhere, especially like when we ran in, it was crazy. And they didn't know what was going on. They didn't speak like any English at all. So their parents were translating everything, and you could just see the look on their face once their parents translated it to them. They didn't even, I mean, they were in disbelief. They couldn't understand. They couldn't comprehend like what was going on.
I mean, it's hard enough for, I mean, our kid, because our child was on the couch and we watched the nightly news, and he was watching too and trying to figure out what was going on. Ironically, we had just started speaking about going to Las Vegas with him because he's a big magic freak. And where are all the best magic shows? Las Vegas. So he caught that. And I hate to say it, but I'll say it. American kids, more desensitized to this stuff than, like you said, some kids from Denmark.
Yeah.
Where, I mean, who knows? I mean, who knows how the laws are there, but they probably can't even have handguns. So I'm sure these kids were getting this information and, like, you know, it's just amazing.
So what happened at the Hard Rock then? Now, I'm sure you guys weren't the only ones running in to take shelter. They obviously took you guys in.
Yeah, it was just, they were kind of pulling everybody in because along the strip, people started locking everything down.
Okay.
Once they realized how bad it really was. And so everyone just immediately went from the downstairs part, everyone ran upstairs, and we were kind of in like a seating area, I guess. And around that time, we were okay to be up there, but then I guess something had happened, and they said that the shooter was moved to across the street from us, which was New York, but they say that that's false.
See, and like this is the thing, is that there was so much
information going around,
disinformation, and we all know,
I mean, up until like 5 o'clock on Monday afternoon. I mean, there was so much misinformation.
And look, even now, people are looking for answers, and we're not getting them. You're not always going to get them sometimes. I want to know, one, how are you?
I'm okay.
You all right?
Yeah, I mean, physically, I'm obviously okay, but being back home, it helps a lot, because when I was there the last 2 or 3 days that I was there, it was really hard just to be on the strip and know that this happened and see all the signs everywhere and like the memorials, and it was worse being in that atmosphere than it is being home.
Now, I know you said, was it you were going to try to visit the Hoover Dam before you left?
Yeah.
Did you get to do that?
Yeah.
That's good. Because I would imagine, like you said, being on the strip.
Getting off the strip, out of that.
Yeah.
It was definitely different, because the day after it happened, we left and we all went to the Hoover Dam, and it was a lot better to get away from that atmosphere. You kind of forgot just for a split second. Yeah. And then you realized, oh, wait, that really did happen. And you came back to...
You had to go back to your hotel.
Yeah.
I mean, I was going to say, there has to be days that you wake up now and think that was, that was all a dream. That was fake. That
I know you put that on your Facebook. You said, I can't believe I was part of the deadliest mass shooting in American history. Like, that's just got to be weird to process.
Yeah, I mean, even this morning I woke up and I was like, oh, I'm home. And then I go, oh, wait, yeah, I guess that did happen.
It did happen.
And it's just like over and over every morning. It's like, I slept like crap last night because, I mean.
So let's talk $1 million question, because here's what's going to happen. And I've always talked about this. We have a fake conversation after every tragedy for about 48 to 72 hours. And then we all move on.
It's a little longer this time.
It's a little bit longer, but I mean, what do you think the end result is here? Some people are screaming mental health. Some people are screaming gun control.
That's what happens every time.
Yeah, every single time. As someone now who has one of the most unique advantage points, because you were there, you were a part of this, what do you think? This is a uniquely American problem. These do not happen anywhere across the world. How do we solve it moving forward?
I mean, you can't really prevent anything like this. As far as when someone just kind of goes crazy like that, I guess you can say in a sense. But as far as the hotel security, I mean, when I would walk into each hotel, there was no like metal detectors or anything. There should be something, and people shouldn't just be able to get in through the side and get in with that many things. I mean, even if you're walking in with a suitcase and have all that stuff in your suitcase, if you walk through metal detectors, there should be something. I mean,
we got married in Vegas, and we arrived at Caesar's Palace with tons of luggage, garment bags, and nobody checked anything, and that was in 2009. I mean, I think that has definitely got to change going forward.
They said this psychopath got like 11 bags in with like 27 guns or something. Well, yeah, because
he drove his car there and just kept bringing stuff up to the room.
So one, you would think hotel security.
That has to be changed.
Which they said, by the way, is already... Yeah. It's already commonplace. They say in like the Middle East, you go to Israel or something. Russia has it as well. So they said expect it to come to probably Las Vegas, as maybe other big Chicago, New York. I don't know, L.A. What about the mental health versus gun debate? I mean, that's the one that the whole country is going to have now. They're going to say, is it mental health versus guns? People, I mean, it's
you're absolutely allowed to have an opinion on it,
and you're allowed to say no opinion. Don't let me push you into something.
No, I mean, honestly, I think that there is definitely something wrong with him. I don't know what, but I just don't think at the time, if anything was wrong with him, I don't think people were paying close enough attention. Yeah. Or if people were paying attention, they just kind of brushed it off like it was nothing. It wasn't really taken seriously. Yeah. And I think that it needs to be taken more seriously. And as far as gun control, I mean, I want to be able to have my CPL one day. So, I want to be able to carry a pistol with me, absolutely. And I love to go hunting, but I just think that to have that many weapons and that much ammunition, I just like how,
which I
think that's most reasonable gun owners feel the exact same way.
Well, I think they said like 87% of Americans actually we all believe in the same thing, but unfortunately there's a small wedge group of people. But you're right, like these bump stocks, like we're talking about that now.
Well, they are, and even the NRA has come out with a statement saying there needs to be more regulation on that. But like you said, the amount of ammunition there's no reason any person needs that many guns.
So you need to say, if you see something, say something. You see a guy all of a sudden stockpile, because they said he bought all these like within the past year. So some gun shop sold them all these within the past year. I mean, it's sad because do we have an answer?
Not really.
Exactly.
We're not going to get one. I don't think we're going to get one. Yeah. Everybody's searching. I don't think it's going to happen.
Alyson Pfeiffer of Burton.
You said you're going back to school on Monday now.
Yeah.
You're going to go back to school. You go to University of Michigan. Go blue, by the way. This weekend, go blue. Maybe the gods will shine down upon us and give us a big win. This
should have happened last year, but
yes, it should have. Thank you. But just thank you so much for not only sharing your story, but for coming in studio, for going on and just living life.
And also, I mean, talking about it, like I said, Facebooking you was the hardest thing I've had to do this week because I didn't want to press you. I didn't want to, and you were still in Vegas when I talked to you.
Yeah.
But thank you for coming in. And I said it's very important to get a human-to-human perspective on it, somebody that lives here right in our community. Sure. So thank you so much for coming in. And I hope you're okay. And if you're not, I definitely hope you talk to somebody because it's absolutely okay to do it.
Yeah, I've been talking a lot to as many people as I can because not only do I want people to know how horrible it is. I mean, you see it on TV, but it's not, you don't really realize how bad it can be.
Yeah.
So.
Okay. We also want to send you away with a parting present. Can we do that for you?
Sure.
I don't want this to sound like the Ellen show, but I like legitimate was like, can I do
Well,
something?
no, we wanted to do something for you for just coming in.
Something, and it's just something small. I'm going to hook you up with a gift card for the retreat salon. Go get some massages and, just get all,
Get all relaxed.
Get zenned out before you go back to school.
Okay, thank you.
Is that okay for you? I don't want it to sound like we're trying to send you on a vacation.
No.
Like, here's your door prize. Thanks for being
No,
this
but I mean,
tragedy.
we wanted to give you something. You coming in is huge. So thank you.
Thank you.
Really is. Thank you so much. Alyson Pfeiffer of Burton joined us live in studio. We're going to get this up as a video, WCRZ.com.